As this week is recognized World Mental Health Day, we know that there are many habits that we will use sometimes to think that we're helping ourselves, but sometimes can end up causing more damage in the long run. What do I mean by that? One topic that I want to focus on today for Wellbeing Wednesday is the concept of buffering. We're hearing this term more and more in pop culture coming up. That idea that we want to buffer away from discomfort by doing things that will give us instant gratification to help us avoid or minimize some type of emotional discomfort or pain that we're going through. And while in the moment it may instantly help us or give us some relief, it many times can cause more damage than good in the long run. What do we mean by that? Well, maybe it's the fact that we want to numb out from the job stress so we get home and we're going to reach for the pantry for a snack and for that junk food, that comfort food that may not be as healthy for us or be nutritious for us and help us in the long run. Maybe we want to numb out from feeling bored, so we start mindlessly scrolling through social media and seeing things that either upset ourselves or waste time that disrupt our abilities to have the time to go to sleep earlier. Maybe we're numbing out from tension in a relationship, so we're wanting to reach for another drink, or we're overwhelmed by everything that we have to do, so instead of cleaning the house or sorting through our to-do list, we might go shopping, look for some retail therapy. We heard that term used many times in the last few years, or obsessively trying to clean our house. And while that is great that we're getting that done, we're avoiding the things or buffering ourselves from what we really do need to approach and deal with. We know that while there is that immediate gratification, it may give us that illusion of feeling like we're in control or that we're freeing ourselves from emotional pain. That then is going to be short-lived because we're constantly going to have to be doing other things to try to escape that and to constantly be filling our time with things that aren't getting done what needs to get done. What we know is that absolute freedom is actually being able to be in that moment, to feel all of our emotions, to be able to work through it, and to know that we will get to the other side. And being able to look at ourselves without that negative judgment. If we are catching ourselves doing those buffering behaviors, that doesn't mean that there's something wrong with us. That is something that many people do. But we do want to stop many of those behaviors before they can lead to longer term patterns that can develop into more destructive behaviors. We know that many times when we're also doing these activities, we may be withdrawing and isolating. We know the negative impact of loneliness, and when we're not getting that social support, how that can also negatively impact our well-being. So some quick strategies, of course, first is just to be aware, being able to take those few moments to check in with ourselves and to determine what is it that we use to buffer ourselves when we are feeling that discomfort and that emotional pain. Also recognizing that we can use strategies such as mindfulness, even daily check-ins. There's a difference between simple and easy. Taking a few moments to just check in with yourself to see how stressed and anxious you're feeling, or if you notice that you tend to do certain buffering activities, identifying when those start to happen, and instead of just stopping them, take a moment, take that pause, that adult time out, and check in with yourself of what you're feeling, what triggered it, and recognizing what tends to lead to those behaviors. Be well.